What we call community refers to a collective that shares values, that shares aspirations, but also that share a common humanity. For the purposes of promoting and protecting human rights, you need the community because what it does is it becomes the vehicle through which the protection happens, the claiming and enjoyment happens, but also the vehicle that enables us to resist tyranny. And it's important for you to note what makes up a community. What makes up a community is individuals. What makes up a community is families. What makes up a community is sets of shared and varied interests. And in order to protect human rights, it is useful to have a 360-degree lens as to the different interests in community, but also to coordinate these different interests so that they are able to act in solidarity, but also able to protect rights of the most vulnerable within them. If you look into a country like Zimbabwe, for example, you have brilliant people who have talents, brilliant people with education, brilliant people with other abilities and capabilities. What often happens is that because of the education system, people were raised to compete against each other as opposed to complementing each other. So what happens after many years of competing against each other, people tend to look down upon each other and to diminish the achievements of the other. Our communities have not learned how to celebrate the other. The fact that if you have a talent, it does not diminish you in any way to celebrate somebody else's talent. If you have a need, it does not diminish your need to meet or to help meet the need of another person. And this lack of coordination of capacity, of ability, of talent, of co-creation of common solutions is what keeps us mediocre. Because you will have a politician, a leader, a company that doesn't have as much power as the collective put together, but that's able to keep the entire collective either in servitude, in oppression, in deprivation, or simply in exclusion, excluded from governance, excluded from the economy, excluded from social benefit and public goods. What we need to do is social arithmetic, our social mathematics. Add 1 + 1, which says, to continue divided along the lines of ethnicity, to continue divided along the lines of age, of gender, sex, political opinion, means that the cost of living does not improve for us. The quality of life does not improve for us. So how do we build? We start off by painting the collective vision. We used to say another Zimbabwe and another Africa is possible. What is that other Zimbabwe or Africa that is possible? What will it take to build it? As long as people see benefit in difference, they will never imagine the greater benefit that comes from united purpose. So it is useful for us almost to educate people about the collective benefit of united purpose and how we need to be deliberate in the pursuit of that collective aspiration. And also to demonstrate to people, irrespective of their political alliances, their race, their class, how over the years their lives have been eroded, the quality of their lives have been corroded, their rights have been abused, and to demonstrate to them further that this has not happened because those who violate are powerful. It has happened mostly because those who are violated are divided, that they have stood by and watched violations of, let's say, commercial sex workers, violations of people of a different ethnic orientation, violations of a people of a different political orientation, violations of people who belong to a different class, like workers. And those who were bosses thought, well, this is not our problem. And ultimately, when the state has built an insatiable appetite and capacity to violate with impunity, it no longer matters who it violates. The fact that it has done it and can do it without any accountability is what emboldens. And people need to come to a stage where they say enough is enough. And they all join together, whether they are clergy or they are traditional leaders or they are unemployed youth, vendors, workers, or professional associations. We all need to stand together and say an injury to one is an injury to all.